We are here. Hello.
Yes, we're here.
We are here. I didn't forget or anything that Stephen was coming. In fact, I was really, really on the ball and turned the lights on for the studio at 4 o'clock. I just forgot he was coming until he turned up and said, hello. It's all fine. I haven't even got you squared up and everything. There we go. That's better. Right. We're going to have some music. We'll come back to you in just a moment. Welcome. You can let us know in the comments on Facebook and YouTube if you want to. What's your thankful for today? It is Thankful Thursday, but on a Friday. What are you thankful for today? On the cameras, there we go. Shiny on Happy People is always good. No, Shiny Happy People. Close.
Yes.
REM. Either way, it's REM.
It's a good
And there's
song.
some shining in some happy people. Hello, Stephen.
Hello.
Now, normally you do the rock show on a Monday, you do the late lunch Monday through Friday, and you do endurance on a Sunday. And then this one, do you have a favourite?
Favourite, if I'm honest, the rock show. The rock show.
Okay. No, that's fine. I like the rock show. I'll tell you what I was totting up recently, which completely threw me, is we've nearly got 100 hours of broadcast every week of presenters.
That's amazing.
From in-house. It's shocking. We're not quite there, but we're nearer to there than anything else, and it really threw me in a really good way. I said this to the presenters recently. I didn't know most of them 2 years ago. The vast majority of the writers and the presenters, I didn't know them 2 years ago.
That's amazing.
And they're like really good friends, and they're like my buddies and my pals. They're great, and they're all wonderfully creating different things into what we are with Pure Media. It's very good fun.
Yes, it is. Brilliant.
Right, what was I saying? I was going to go into something. Thankful Thursday.
Yes.
Thankful Thursday, but on a Friday. So every Friday we ask the question, what are you thankful for today? Thankful Thursday, but on a Friday, what are you thankful for?
Would you like me to go first?
Well, you can go for it. That was a nice little link. But
Yes.
you messed that one up. I was really slick. And then, well, me, Do you want me to speak? I mean, you are on radio. No pressure.
No pressure. I shall go first with what I'm thankful for. Now, a lot of people might be unthankful with the really gloomy weather, but I actually quite like it. The overcast skies, the stillness, the consistency of the weather, I really like.
Consistency of weather works for me.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I have the ability to say something on air and it changes the world. So, if anybody's listening in the office and you fancy making me a cup of tea, I really fancy one, I wonder at 17:09 how long it'll take before they say, no, make your own, or bring me a cup of tea.
Or be oblivious.
Or be completely oblivious because they weren't listening.
Because they're working really hard.
They are working very hard. We do a few hours every week on this, and it's worth every single moment we spend. But I wonder if I can get a cup of tea by requesting it on the airwaves.
Interesting experiment.
It is 17:09 that was requested.
We shall see.
We shall see indeed. Now that you've given your one thing you're thankful for, I am thankful for the fact that I can request cups of tea without having to send a text message. There aren't many scenarios in the world other than TV presenters where you can say something and something should happen in quite the same way. We will see.
We will.
Now, normally we say whoever's on air needs to have any attention they need for anything they need. Just help them because it's quite stressful. So we will see. If anybody in the office team actually heard me say, can I have a cup of tea? My phone isn't pinging, so I may be wondering not.
We're on the edge of our seats.
We're on the edge of our seats. Well, I'm not actually, because I'd fall off and that's dangerous. So that's what I'm thankful for, that I have a unique job when I can ask for a cup of tea without ordering it on a phone.
It is a specialty.
I think so.
A bonus of the job.
It's definitely. Something else you're thankful for then, Stephen?
So I mentioned the weather. With that, it is a little bit cooler. So I'm also thankful for the heating, which I've heard kicking on today, and also as a sort of additional, the fireplace that we have at our home.
Yes, I heard the heating in the night and most of the day. In fact, I walked up to the radiator this morning and it was quite warm.
Yep, heating's probably kicking in across the UK. But particularly maybe older houses. Maybe some modern ones might not be quite kicking in, and there'll be those that are really thrifty who won't let it turn on just yet.
Well, there's that, and there's also people who don't live in the middle of nowhere like we do, where our nearest neighbour is nearly a mile away. So I think that's fair, and we don't have lots of trees around us either. We're sort of a little bit isolated.
And
so when it gets cool, it gets really cold.
Yeah.
Very, very fast. It also gets hot very fast, but that's
a different
half a year away. There's a whole other thing. What else are you thankful for? I've just realised someone's just come back from being out of the office, so there's less of a possibility of that tea happening. But we'll see. If I keep sending out, I want a cup of tea statements, that might help.
Subtle messages.
We are at 2 minutes. Tea plus 2 minutes. Right, what else are you thankful for?
So I was thankful for heating, the fire kicking in and all that kind of stuff. That means I've been thankful for two things. Isn't it your turn?
Yeah, okay. I am thankful. Why isn't that working? I am thankful for, I'm going to say Nathan Thomas, who's been working hard on some graphics, all sorts of things from. Let me just tell you some of what Nathan's been doing just today. Working on promotion, graphics and stuff that we can put out for you about my audio book for Pure247, the book we put out last year. That he's been working on that, creating graphics. We had an extended team meeting, production plus core team plus team meeting. So that was about 3 hours, 2 hours or something, quite a long time, working on stuff. He's also been in that. As well as that, he's been creating graphics to go out from last Friday, a bit of a photo dump. He's been generating that. He's been working on with me, just verifying that what I'm doing is okay, because I've been putting a PayPal link onto the websites. So it makes it easy. If you want to send money by PayPal, you can. It's dead easy. You just click the button and it's there. So we've been working on that. That's just this morning. And he was on the breakfast show from 7 till 10. And he's going to be on there from 7 till 9. He works very hard, and I'm very thankful for him.
Yes.
Because he makes us look good.
He does.
Yes, because we have obvious natural faces for radio, and he makes us look very good.
Yeah, excellent.
Do you know what really annoyed me? I took a photo of a cake. I made a cake not long ago, and I was really chuffed with my cake. I thought I'll take a photo, I'll stick it out on the socials, as you do. It was okay. I mean, I took a photo of a chocolate cake, and it looked like a chocolate cake. Nathan, so I can do that. He gets my phone, the very same phone I did all right. He takes my phone, he takes a photo of the cake. My word, it just looks amazing. It's like glistening and happy, and it looks light and rich and fluffy and all sorts. Mine just looks like a cake. His looks like a creation.
That is why he's a social media manager.
That's why he's a social media manager and the graphic maker and many other things. What else are you thankful for?
So I mentioned the weather and by extension, the heating kicking in.
Just pointing out, most people don't find themselves thankful for weather when it comes to autumn.
I think there are people out there who like the coloured leaves and...
Coloured leaves, I think, but that's not really the weather so much as a consequence of the weather.
I think I saw a headline that said it was better for fashion because you can wear more layers.
Okay.
So if people are into fashion, they like autumn, something like that.
So people that want to dress up like the Michelin Man. Fair enough.
Yeah, something like that.
I like T-shirt and shorts, so I'm not really the best person to ask about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's also a connection between people who are more introverted enjoying autumn because it's more reflective. You can do more reading, enjoy the coziness of a fire, those sorts of things.
Yeah.
It's not just me that likes autumn.
No, I like autumn. I like winter. I don't like summer.
Yeah, it can be a bit too hot.
I've never liked summer. It's not helped by the fact that I have an allergy to the sun. So in my defense, there are some good reasons.
But also for me, I get hay fever. So when autumn comes around, finally I can breathe.
I've got something else I'm thankful for. So the zip went on my spare trousers. I've got a spare pair of trousers. They're massively oversized. I bought them 5 years ago. I don't know, many years ago. I went into a shop. I had no trousers. I need to buy one pretty rapidly. It was the only ones they had in the shop that I could find that I could physically afford. And I bought these trousers, but they were massive, massive trousers, way too big. So I keep them for moving house or, if I really just have nothing left that's clean, I'll put them on. Today, the zip broke on those, which was upsetting because my normal, regular daily pair of trousers was being repaired by Nathan Thomas, who not only takes photos, does graphics, and manages the breakfast show, he also is quite handy with a needle and thread. So he was fixing the trousers for me. I've taught him, in my defense, I taught him how to do that, but he's got patience I haven't. I mean, I can stitch a rip. It's fine. It's stitched. It looks like I've stitched it. When he does it, it looks like it's like fashionable. But anyway, I'm thankful that he finished fixing my other trousers because now I can wear those again.
Yes.
Because they ripped. They're getting old, but I don't like chucking stuff away, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. I've got a pair of laces that are splitting. I don't care. They work. Surely that's the point.
Yes.
Maybe that's just me. Right. Have we done lots of things we're thankful for?
Well, I've given 2, you've given 3. I need a third.
I think I gave very good ones too. Just saying. Do you want to give another one?
One more thing which I'm thankful for. I'm kind of going for a theme here to do with the weather. I'm guessing I'm thankful for hoodies.
I heard a door close.
There's movement
I felt a door close.
downstairs.
So if anybody's listening now, can I have a cup of tea? I only asked 5 minutes ago. No, 7 minutes ago. So if anybody's listening now and you want to make me a cup of tea, that would be very nice.
The tea experiment.
The tea experiment. We are T plus 7. I think I might run out soon. Okay, we've got some news items to look through as well.
Yes. So on the Late Lunch Show, I like to share interesting stories I come across. Fascinating, odd,
as
obscure.
opposed to uninteresting ones. You can make a feature out of, here's some really boring news. Man paints fence, it changes colour.
Well, sometimes some of the news headlines that come out can be a little bit uninspiring. Let's be honest.
I especially like the news studies that says, woman drops sledgehammer on foot and it hurts. New study reveals, don't drop a sledgehammer on your foot. I love those.
Would that be satire?
No, I'm sure I've read something not that far off.
What, like a real story?
Yeah, I have. I have actually read that sort of nonsense. When people are desperate to fill pages and stuff, I understand it, but yeah. It was just one of those, wow, I never would have thought that in a million years. Oh, no, I did, because it's really obvious. Why did you have to write it down? That's a waste of space.
But I have some interesting stories here.
Fine.
So this one was really fascinating.
Actual interesting, rather than dull, boring ones.
Yeah, genuinely interesting stories.
Man watches paint dry. It's boring.
No, this is way more exciting than that.
Ooh.
A couple celebrating 70...
Isn't there a film about paint drying that BBFC, the British Board of Film Classification, they were forced to watch it because it was an actual film?
Yeah, it's like a legal requirement. I'm pretty sure. It's one of those mad stories. Yeah.
Oh, that's just cruel.
It is, yeah. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. So a couple celebrating 70-year anniversary, which is good enough story in and of itself.
70 years.
70 years.
What's that one?
They met in the 50s and they're celebrating 70 years. But to celebrate it, they bought a Porsche 911 GT3.
Okay.
They're both in their 90s, and to celebrate their 70-year wedding anniversary, bought a brand new Porsche 911 GT3, which does 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds and has a top speed of 197 miles per hour.
Are they racing drivers by any stretch of the imagination?
No, as far as I can tell, they're just ordinary folk.
Okay, in the 90s, did they have a driving license still?
I assume so. I mean,
This is the kind of question that I'm now thinking. 90s, have they still got a driving license at 90?
well, some of these high performance cars, when you see them used, they're like 20 miles is all they've done. So I don't know if it's just for display or just so they can say that they did it, but it's rather cool.
Fair enough. Porsche 911 GT3. I would be worried about them going through any corners too quickly
Yeah.
because it might snap something or break something. Reaction times at 150 miles an hour may not be as good as they were in their 40s.
Well, I hope they're not doing 150 miles per hour. Certainly not on public roads.
On a closed road,
Yes.
on a racetrack. Would a racetrack let them drive? I suppose you can go to the Nürburgring, can't you?
Well, it's kind of one of those stories you might be thinking, oh yeah, go on then.
Is there an upper age limit to the Nürburgring? I don't know. See, now I want to know. Nürburgring. That's about right, isn't it? Without the J.
Without the J.
Without the J. Nürburgring. There we go. Is there an upper age limit to the Nürburgring? See, this is the sort of stuff that I would like to know. Upper. I know what we can do. We can ask Grok, can't we? I did this earlier for me nut. Discovered it was a hazelnut. What I should have done, actually, was just ask Andy Brown's daughter, what is this?
Well, it probably would have been on the packet.
I didn't know the packet. And I'm mixing several things together. Is there an upper age limit? Exciting radio, isn't it? To the Nürburgring. It's a complicated word. It's in Germany, isn't it? I'm asking Grok. No. There you are.
Right.
Public tourist sessions. Apparently, it's a public road open to licensed drivers. It's standard German traffic laws, and anybody can drive as long as they meet the safety requirements, and it's not a rental vehicle.
Wow. Okay. So in theory,
Apparently.
this couple could take their car around the Nürburgring.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
I would enjoy watching that from a safe place.
I suspect since that's what they did to celebrate 70 years, they would enjoy it.
You'd want to think, does it say anything about them racing?
It doesn't. It talks about their previous cars. They've had a couple of classic cars, mostly family cars. This is their first ever high performance car. But yeah, it's just fascinating.
I want to know more now. What's this? I can't find the story.
I've got it here. A couple celebrate 70 years together with a new Porsche.
With a new
Yeah,
Porsche. There's nobody else on this radio right now.
that'll be the one.
I'm just fascinated. British couple, GT3, platinum. That was the question I was wondering about. What? So tradition. So it's platinum
Yes.
for 70. Is there any platinum on a Porsche GT3?
I wouldn't know.
I don't know. They bought a brand new green one. Good color.
Yeah.
It's a very good color. Trying to think more. Yeah, it's not about. Don't care about the car. I want to know more about them. Well, they're quite old, aren't they?
They're both 92, but they're looking well.
Fair enough. I mean, if they're in the 90s and they've got money for a Porsche, that's impressive.
Yeah. And it's set you back £150,000 according to this.
Yeah.
That's about $200,000.
It's not cheap.
No.
So, 92 years old. I love this. Some of the comments that were apparently... This was the Porsche garage, Porsche dealership. It's never too late for new adventures. 92 years young. Who says love slows down? They must have had fun writing that one.
Yeah.
That's really... Do you know, that's put a smile on my face because I got a picture of the couple buying their green car.
Porsche 911 GT3.
They're quite rapid, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not the 92-year-olds. Well, I suppose they are rapid if they get in the car.
Yeah.
70th anniversary. Okay, so we're looking at a photo. You can go off and find this. Which one of the two looks the most excited? Because I think it's Mrs. Evans, not Mr. She looks more excited by the purchase.
That's fascinating, isn't it?
It is. Oh, that's really, really exciting. I like that. What is it? 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. That's quite rapid.
Yeah.
My Ford Galaxy doesn't do that kind of speed.
No.
It does it comfortably, but yes, there you are. Who'd have thought that?
I know that I just came across that and had to talk about it on the late lunch
I
show.
love that story. Porsche GT3 bought by a 70th anniversary. Well, I think it's our 30th anniversary, me and Joe, next year. Do you think you should buy me a Porsche GT3? I doubt it because I don't like them.
Do you
I don't
not?
like Porsche. No, I'd rather have a Land Rover or a Range Rover, but the P38, not the new ones.
P38. Wow.
The old ones with a nice V8, 4.7 litre engine. That'd do. I liked that shape of car. It was good. I drove a few of those when I worked for an auction, and they were just lovely.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed them. That would do.
Maybe you can get a toy one.
Yeah, probably. Remote control one. I couldn't afford the real one. Have this instead. Okay, it's fine. Thanks for that. Right, now, what are we going to look at next?
Okay, so a new study finds how many arguments.
I like a new study.
Yes, over the right way to stack the dishwasher. According to this, it is
Yeah.
66% of people argue over how they should load the dishwasher.
Okay,
66%. That is by far the majority.
right.
The main reasons being position of the cutlery within the cutlery
Basket, yeah.
Yeah, the basket. What goes on each rack and who's responsible for unloading it, that being another one. I
Okay.
suppose if you've loaded it, there might be an assumption that that person should then also unload it, but not everyone would necessarily think that way.
Fine. Katie Mack has got in touch via the message function on the app. Hey guys, I love autumn. I am very thankful for it. I love the autumn colours. I left the weather of autumn. The weather of autumn. Sorry, I can't read. I really love it being kind of my old temperature chair, that kind of 15 to 20 degrees. I like that though. Do you know when it's like it's cooler, isn't it? Because if it's too hot, you can't get cool. If it's too cold, you're freezing. And if it's like 15 to 20 degrees, that's actually a really ideal temperature because it's just nice enough. You can put a thicker jacket on or something, and it's good. I love sitting outside. I love the first time she likes the outside. I love the first time I do like outdoor fires and marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
I see now that's painting a picture. Marshmallows. We actually haven't even got our fire pit out since we moved here last year.
No, we really should. A fire pit would be lovely.
And we got loads of wood I found around the property so we can burn stuff. Where have I got to? I do like outdoor fires and marshmallows. I don't love... Yeah, here we go. It's one of my favourite times of the year. And then it's summer. Then it's the other. Yeah. I like that.
I do like autumn. I think a big part of it, though, is it's just a little bit cooler that anything active is much more comfortable to do. Like in summer, you do anything mildly active and you're just sweating profusely and exhausted and hot and everything's miserable. If it's autumn, you can actually do something mildly active and enjoy it because it's the right temperature.
No, I'm with Katie, and I think you are as well.
Yeah.
I see autumnal colours.
Yeah.
We've got greens. We've got the curtains shut at the moment because we've got the studio lights on, but we've got some trees. They're still very green.
It's kind of disappointing, really.
It is, but in the UK, it kind of goes from green to like dead. There's like you see pictures of the fall in America, and I thought, what do you mean the fall? It's autumn. Don't be silly. And then you see pictures of the fall in the US, and you think, wow, the fall is beautiful because it's these golden reds and yellows and oranges and browns and greens, and it's all this beautiful mesh. And what do we have in the UK? Yeah, leaves that trains can't drive on. They're hard. Do you know the leaves are hard in the UK?
Yeah.
I love this story. So the Germans said, you're being silly. What do you mean leaves on the line? They're just leaves. Poor engineering, that's what it is. So they shipped over to Germany all these different types of British leaves. They stuck them on some test tracks to see what would happen. And they discovered that British leaves are hard.
Yes.
They are hardy and they broke the points. Yes, welcome to the UK where the weather is hard. And if you don't know what the weather is hard means, come over to the UK in the middle of winter and I will demonstrate. While you're in your shorts and your sandals before a tornado of frozen weather comes about you.
It's mad, isn't it?
It just leaves you like spinning, thinking, but I was warm and now I'm cold and now I'm wet and what's going on?
There's a reason we complain about the weather.
There is a reason. There is absolutely a reason why the British people complain about the weather.
Yeah, it's not just a personality. Like the weather really is complainable. You know, that was a word.
Sorry. Do you want to say that again?
The weather is worth complaining about.
The weather is worth complaining about. Yes, I agree. I'm going to do my tea experiment because we're nearly at 10 minutes without a cup of tea appearing in the studio.
It's more than 10 minutes now, isn't it?
Well, it was 9. Was it 09?
Yeah.
It's nearly 20 minutes and we haven't had a cup of tea appear, which means the office team are not listening to us at the moment.
Or they're so busy working that they are listening but not listening, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I suspect it's the latter. So cup of tea would be nice. Please, cup of tea. Let's see if that does anything. Right. I really want a cup of tea, but I can't go make a cup of tea because I'm busy on the air.
Yeah, it's a simple thing. We would like a cup of tea. That would be very nice.
Yeah, no, we're with you, Katie. We like the temperature of autumn. It's good. 15 to 20 is a nice temperature.
What would that be in
pretty good.
Fahrenheit? That would be, just for any other listeners, that would be roughly 75 to, not 75.
Do you know, I have issues with AI for creativity. AI has some brilliant uses.
I'm thinking like 65
Like
to 70.
convert 15 to 20 degrees to Fahrenheit. How do you spell Fahrenheit? How many R's are there in the Fahrenheit?
Not that many.
No, I know. It's close. Convert that to that. See, AI has purposes.
It's giving you the formula. That's
Why do
helpful.
I want a formula? Seriously. 59 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, I was pretty far off.
What did you say?
I said 55 to. I said 65 to 70.
Fine. There's apparently a formula to use according to Grok to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Use the formula degrees Fahrenheit equals brackets the times. Anyway, it's minus 59. 59 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. 15 to 20 degrees.
And that is the optimal temperature we have decided.
It is. 18 degrees is a good temperature for the office.
Yep.
17 to 18. Some people think, oh, it's too cold. Oh, no, let's make it warmer. No. It's a good temperature because people who are normal will be a nice temperature and everybody else can put a coat on.
I think it's technically 18 to 20, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Above 20 is too hot.
No, that's too warm.
Yeah.
You see, you're back into sweating zones, don't you?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
no good. Right. Now, what have you got some more stories?
I have. I've got a food story here. This is a bit bizarre. I think I mentioned this to you the other day.
Okay.
On the Late Lunch Show, we talked about this. It's a bold new breakfast creation combining great British potato, baked potato, what do you call it? Jacket potato,
Mhm.
with a full English breakfast topping. So that's
Say
eggs.
that again because that sounds nice.
Yeah, two British favourites combined together, jacket potato with a full English breakfast on top. So you've got sausage, you've got eggs, you've got baked beans for those that would enjoy that, slices of cheese, and all those sorts of stuff.
On a cold winter's morn, a jacket potato for breakfast. I mean,
It's a little bit odd, but
yeah, but you have a hash brown in the morning.
well, that's the other thing. They also put hash browns on top of it, which seems a bit superfluous to me, but fair enough.
Isn't that just redundant carbohydrate?
Yeah, that's a lot of potato, but yeah.
Starch. We have, for example, you'd have skin on a sausage. We wouldn't think anything of that. You'd have skin on a jacket potato, so that sort of makes sense for breakfast.
Mm.
Hash browns, though.
Hash brown, yeah, it does seem like a bit excessive, but I mean, if you're going for a big breakfast, jacket potato with a full English on top, including the hash browns, why not?
But would that be breakfast or brunch? I've got into crunch. I have a crunchy. So my crunchy is a coffee with brunch for lunch. So it's a bit early. It's not quite lunchtime. It's brunch with a coffee. So I'm calling it a crunch.
Fair enough. That's new to me.
I know. I thought it was quite a good word.
Fair enough.
Everyone looks at me like I'm weird, but I know what I mean if I want to have a crunch. It's a cup of coffee with me breakfast around brunch time, but it's sort of lunch. It's like lunch food at breakfast, but in the middle of the day. So it's like a brunch with a coffee. So I don't have coffee after my lunch, you see, because that's what the doctor tells me, Dr. Richard Scott. So I don't have coffee after lunch. So I have to have it before my lunch. But if I have a coffee with my breakfast around the brunch time, then I have a crunch.
Okay.
It makes perfect sense to me.
I mean, it makes perfect sense when you
I
explain
think
it.
people out there are saying, it's a good idea, that. It's a good idea, that.
It'll be a new thing. Everyone in the world will be having a crunch around.
Absolutely. Katie says, I have bacon and eggs and sausage and beans and tomatoes on a jacket potato. It's a yes from me.
Yeah, I mean, it does sound good to me.
Do you know what I like about breakfast? An English breakfast. You can have it for lunch and you can have it for dinner as well as breakfast.
It's more exciting when you have it for dinner, actually.
It's exciting when you have. We have done this occasionally when you have your hash browns, your bacon, your sausage. We love making. You can get it from the Golden Arches, all right. So it's like a wrap with things in, but we make them at home because it's better,
Yes.
much better, because you can have as much as you want. You can choose your sausage, you can choose your bacon. I like to cut the fat off the bacon before we have it, so we have those. But yeah, you see, you can have your breakfast. This is the advantage of having a proper British breakfast. You can have it at any time of day
Yes.
or night.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gordon Ramsay fairly famously, I think, used to have a cooked breakfast after he finished his shift in a kitchen. I'm sure he would then go and find somewhere to have an all-day breakfast.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, we often think of it as a full English breakfast as being at breakfast time, but when you have it at dinner, it's much more exciting. It's the kind of thing you do like when you're growing up and you have a full English it's like the most exciting thing ever.
Well, you know how they always say the sun's gone down over the yard arm. It's a way of having a glass of wine a little bit earlier than maybe other people might. And I get that. But the sun's always gone over the yard arm for the fact that you can actually, You can have your spud and your bacon and your that works for me.
It does sound good. I mean, they have it with baked beans. I'm not a fan of baked beans, but with bacon and sausage and eggs and hash browns and ketchup and cheese, that all sounds good to me.
So Dan Bellamy's got in touch. Nürburgring conversation. You've got to be at least 18 years with a clean driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about the clean part.
Oh,
That'd be interesting. At 92, do you think they've got a clean license? If they have, that's impressive. I drove professionally for 20 years and kept a clean license, which I was quite chuffed with. He also says he likes autumn because the clocks go back 1 hour and I get an extra hour in bed.
You do benefit from that clock going back, but
Should we try a cup of tea again? Because I still haven't got a cup of tea. My tea has gone cold. If anybody in the office is listening at this point, would you let me know with a cup of tea appearing? That would be really helpful.
That would be good, yeah.
I think in Venice they've gone out and they are super busy, but hey, it's worth an experiment.
It is Friday afternoon. I mean, a lot of people would probably finish at 5 o'clock, but we're still working.
But of course, if we finish the show and the tea hasn't arrived, you need to go make me a cup of tea.
That is true. Or I could pass on the message.
Or you could do your operations manager thing.
Delegate.
Oh, Dan Rouse. Don't forget the haggis and the tatty scone.
That sounds inviting. I think we get a bad impression of haggis. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
Probably not. We have black pudding in the UK. I mean, what's the difference? Dan, can you let me know what's a tatty scone? I know what a scone is.
I presume it's potato bread, isn't it?
Well, that's potato bread.
But it'd be like potato bread, but a potato scone, presumably.
We need more information, Dan, please. What's a tatty scone? Is it a potato? Is it like a jacket potato in a sandwich? Because that seems a bit weird. Or you could do a scone. You could do a proper, like a buttered scone. You could slice it in half and put a jacket potato in the middle. Or a bacon buttered scone.
Now, a scone with bacon, that sounds good.
Do you know, I said that silly, but...
I know I've heard of people taking a donut, cutting it in half and putting bacon in the middle. You know, like just a plain glazed donut and putting bacon in the middle.
Where the hole is?
Well, no, like a proper one, you know, without the hole.
The thing about the donut with the hole in the middle, how have we got into this? The thing about the donut with the hole in the middle, it gets me thinking, but where's the bit of donut? Because I bet they're no cheaper, are they? It's not like you get that and it's cheaper. I want to know, basically, where's the hole gone? But if you can fill the hole in with some bacon or some sausage, see, now you've got something that's cooking.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool.
It does sound good.
Dan says, yes, basically potato bread, as Stephen says.
Basically, okay.
Fair enough. I always thought of potato bread being from Northern Ireland. It's sort of a Northern Irish dish.
Not if you served it with haggis.
Well, no, then becomes, I suppose that's the tatty scone. It's like the Scottish version of the potato bread, all Vicky Verky.
Yeah.
Oh, is that footsteps? Is that footsteps with a cup of tea?
I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is either. This experiment's not a great one, is it?
Tea experiment. We should take notes and conduct another experiment.
1709, can I have a cup of tea? And it's now 1736 and it's not happened yet.
We need to write down our hypothesis. There's a proper, formula for things.
We've got at least 2 presenters listening. So the 2 presenters could message the presenters group to see if someone can meet the phone and get us a cup of tea. Can we use the power of persuasion and ask one of our presenters who's listening, there's 3 presenters listening, to message the presenters group to see if either Joe, Nathan or Peter could make a cup of tea?
Yes.
There's got to be a way of making a cup of tea without me sending a message myself.
Yeah, wrong.
This is what I'm trying to achieve. Can I get a cup of tea without sending a message asking for one in text?
Our first attempt failed, and it has been how many minutes now?
1709, so it's nearly 30.
Nearly 30
It's
minutes.
28 minutes right now without a cup of tea appearing in the studio.
We have tried and tried, but we are now coming to like the end of this segment.
It's like DEFCON 1 in here at this point. I don't know what that means. But if somebody who's listening on the presenters group wishes to message the presenters group to Peter, Nathan or Joe and requesting a cup of tea for Studio 1, that would be really good and funny at the same time.
It'd be hilarious.
It would be very good. Right, I'm just having a quick check over here. Yeah, no, I like... Casey likes bacon, egg, sausage, beans, jacket potato. That works. We have sausage like with gravy and stuff, or sausage bangers and mash. I mean, bangers and mash is basically a cooked breakfast with gravy, minus the skin.
I suppose, yeah.
But no, it is. Bangers and mash is literally mashed potato and bangers, sausages. So if you have bangers and mash with a bit of bacon, you're basically having a cooked breakfast.
Gravy's a bit odd for breakfast, surely. Not a bit rich.
Maybe. But what's red sauce or brown sauce, really? It's just an accompanying liquid.
Yeah, that's like tangy as opposed to rich, which is what gravy is.
You can put some vinegar in it. Add some vinegar to the gravy.
I think it's crossed a line for me.
Do
Like,
you
it's
think
too
we've gone
far.
off on a
Yeah.
off on a
I
bit
mean,
of a
it was
dead
one
end?
thing to add a jacket potato into the mix, but it's another to be adding gravy.
Fine. Okay. Well, see, but gravy on chips is good.
It is, yeah. It
Pudding
really
pie
works.
and chips. If you're in Manchester, this is the best thing you can find. Find yourself a decent chippy. It'll be the one with the queue around the corner, okay? And you can have pudding, chips, and gravy. So chips, chips, which is an English delicacy as far as I'm concerned. And pudding, steak and kidney pudding. You can buy a steak and kidney pie further south, like Stoke-on-Trent downwards. It's all pies. Yeah, they're all right. But you go further north and you get puddings. It's a suet pastry around it instead of like a crusty pastry. It's very good. And then, of course, you've also got the gravy, which tastes rubbish south of Manchester. At least I've visited a few establishments that sell chips, and yeah, chips, puddings, and gravy. You've got to get it in Manchester. It's next level good, and it improves the further north you go.
Yeah, no offense to the south of England.
No, not at all. I'm sure you've got some good stuff, but oh, Dan's done it. We've got a message on the presenter group without you or me typing it. Shall we see if anything happens as a result of that?
Tea experiment
It's
is
very exciting.
yeah, it's officially 30 minutes.
It's officially 30 minutes without a cup of tea, but it's nice that we can ask someone to help us out here. So Dan Rouse has messaged the presenters group asking for a cup of tea. We shall see. We shall see if we get it. We've only got 21 minutes before the end of the hour.
Yeah, there's a time limit here.
There is a timer. The time is, it's getting on.
The clock is ticking
Yes.
for the tea experiment 2025.
Oh, see, we've got food orders coming down to the presenters group. That could be fun. I'm not going to look at messages, but there's orders for food coming in now, which is quite good. What do you fancy?
We can have the pure delivery service.
Oh, pure delivery,
Pure food.
pure food, pure pie, pure pudding, pure pudding and gravy. Right. Whoa, we've got a few things coming in. Oh yes, Peter's on it.
Oh, excellent. Progress.
Peter's on it. He sent me a little gif of Gandalf. I was delayed. We've got Katie Mack. Toby Carvery has the breakfast gravy.
Breakfast gravy.
Okay, Katie, tell us more. What's breakfast gravy as opposed to gravy?
And have you ever tried it and do you like it?
Yes, that one as well. Katie Mack, I messaged Nathan directly to see if it works.
Okay.
That's good. So Peter knows about it and Nathan knows about it. So there's a good chance.
If there's no excuse now, is there?
No, there's no excuse. And I'm not touching my phone message to see what's going on. I can see it pinging away and I'm not touching it. Not doing it. Right. Well, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Dan. We'll see if anybody will do anything about making a cup of tea within the next 19 minutes before we go to the news.
The clock is still ticking.
The clock is ticking. No, breakfast is good. I like breakfast. It's a good part of the day. I like a scrambled egg, but I do like a hash brown. But here's a weird one. I prefer hash browns in the morning to jacket potatoes. And I think it's something to do with how the hash brown is cooked as opposed to a potato. Because hash browns usually deep fat fried. So super healthy. But it gets rid of the starch.
Yes, when you make one, you're supposed to shred the potato and then you're supposed to squish it in like a tea towel.
Oh, is that the kettle? Is that a click? Did I hear a click on the kettle? It's very exciting. There's people around the world now thinking, get him a cup of tea.
On the edge of our seats.
I know. Yes. Right, where was I? I've got completely lost. What were we even talking about? What were we here for?
We were talking about baked potato with a full English breakfast.
Yes,
on
we
top.
were.
And we're waiting on whether or not gravy for breakfast is a good idea or not.
Yeah, waiting on Katie Mack. What is breakfast gravy? I assume, is it something like a brown sauce or a red sauce variation? You see, we want to know. Hang on, she's got it. She's coming. Right, Katie Mack. Hey, guys, Toby Carvery have a breakfast Yorkshire pudding. Oh.
Breakfast Yorkshire pudding.
I'm already in. I'm in this one. Toby Carvery have a breakfast Yorkshire pudding with bacon in it.
Ooh.
You see, that's got you going. And the gravy kind of just tastes like normal gravy, but I think it has some bacon fat in it. Oh,
that sounds good.
You see, I'm now drooling. I'm waiting for my cup of tea. I'm dehydrating, and now I want to have. I want a Yorkshire pudding with some bacon and some gravy with bacon.
That sounds
fat.
really good. The thing is, when you have a full Christmas dinner, for example, you'd have pigs in blankets, which is bacon, and you'd have Yorkshire pudding, which so actually it's not that far fetched. Essentially, we've probably tasted something very close to that.
I think so. Yep, that's right. Just messing around me. Oh, stop moving around. Yeah. You see, Yorkshire. You bring Yorkshire pudding into the mix, and all of a sudden, it's better.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never had a full-size Yorkshire pudding. I know there are some parts of Leeds, I believe, which is only a couple of hours away, where when you order your meal like a roast on a Sunday, it actually comes inside a Yorkshire pudding.
Mm,
So it's like the whole size. There we have it. It's taken, what's
yeah.
that? That's, thank you, Peter. So that's 19, so that's 34 minutes for a cup of tea. Thank you, Peter.
The tea experiment was successful in the end.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to check the messages in a moment and see who's been sending messages to the presenters group. We have a cup of tea. The tea has landed. It's like the eagle has landed, but it's more impressive. Cup of tea. I'm going to have a look at my messages now because I want to see what was going on. I can see it pinging, but I want looking. There you go. Attention, anyone in BBHQ who is not in the studio right now. Apparently, cups of tea are needed in Studio 1. Says Dan Rouse. Just saying. Yes. Andy Brown and a tatty scone with a side of breakfast gravy. And then he said, isn't a breakfast Yorkshire pudding just a pancake?
I was thinking that actually. I had that very same thought because it's the same basic thing. It's just cooked slightly differently. So essentially, you're having pancakes and bacon and gravy for breakfast. Actually, the more you say it, the weirder it gets.
I don't know. I quite like the idea of a Yorkshire pudding.
I think it could work. I'm just still not convinced by gravy for breakfast. I think I have had steak for breakfast, and that was very nice. I'm not against like something beef flavored for breakfast. Just a little bit dubious on the whole gravy front.
Yeah. Okay. Dan, whatever it is up here, they'd cover it in batter and deep fry it.
Yes, I've heard
Dan,
that.
of course, is up in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's a fun show today, isn't it? Well, I just know I've lost all track of time and meaning and everything. It's in a really good way. It's really funny. Andy Brown, my wife's family would have their Yorkshire pudding with a roast and any leftover Yorkshire puddings with ice cream.
Okay.
But again, pancake batter is basically the same as Yorkshire pudding batter.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
Maybe a tiny difference in how much you put flour and whatever, but it's basically the same. So I can see, because you can have a savoury pancake and a sweet pancake. So we understand that. We as a family would generally have sweet pancake because you add sugar or lemon juice or whatever, or chocolate spread or jam or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. Interesting.
I think you can get something called a Yorkshire wrap or something like that, which is a Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, come on.
A Yorkshire pudding with a full roast inside of it, but then you fold it in half and you create like a sandwich almost, and you eat it. And the idea being, it's a street food. You can eat it out and about, like as a takeaway. A full English roast.
I want that.
Yeah, in a wrap, Yorkshire pudding wrap.
There was a shop in Wolverhampton going back. I mean, I was early teens, so that would be late 80s or something. And they sold like pulled pork. I know pulled pork's like fashionable. This was like normal back in the day. And you'd have pork, but you can have pork and gravy sandwich. And oh my goodness, you walked in, there was always a gigantic queue, always a good sign, in the middle of Wolverhampton city centre, just opposite Graham Hawkins' organ shop. There you are. Up by where the Christian Bikers shop was, and on the top floor we used to have Radio Cracker, and at the bottom was this shop that sold pork sandwiches. And that's not all they sold, but that's pretty much all that everybody asked for. So you go in, you get your pork sandwich, you can have all these different applesauce and cranberries, whatever. And then, of course, at Christmas, you can have turkey. And you walked in, and it was always generous helpings. It was never like a stingy serving. It was always good. I don't know if that's still there. What I remember was, my goodness, it was good food.
It does sound good.
It was, right. That's the other one. Jacket potato stands in shopping centres.
I have never seen one.
I have.
Yeah?
There were some very good ones. Dan Rouse on Facebook. I remember being in Leeds many, many years ago, and the Yorkshire pudding was the starter.
Okay.
That
Interesting.
would work. With a bit of mint sauce.
Yeah.
And a bit of gravy. That'd work.
Yeah.
I mean, at posh restaurants, you have a bit of salad to cleanse the palate. Yorkshire pudding, why not?
That sounds like a much better starter than salad.
So, yes, Yorkshire pudding as a starter sounds better. You can't beat a Yorkshire pudding with a whole load of gorgeous food inside, especially a roast dinner. Yeah, we're with you on that one, Dan.
I remember when I was younger, Yorkshire pudding was the best bit. As I've grown older, I probably prefer maybe the meat, especially when Christmas time, be the pigs in blankets. But yeah, I remember when I was younger, it was definitely the Yorkshire pudding that was the star of the show.
And we make them fresh. And we
Yeah.
live in Yorkshire now. So
yeah, that is true.
We can make Yorkshire puddings in Yorkshire. Very exciting. Yes to the Yorkshire pudding wrap, says Dan. It's like a burrito, but with a rolled Yorkshire pudding instead of a normal tortilla wrap. They even had the inventor on a Saturday morning TV cooking show.
Really? Oh yeah, I'd heard about it, but that's fascinating.
You see, now all I want is food.
Yeah, I am growing rather hungry, actually. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
that seems to have been the subject. Actually, we talked about a couple of interesting things, but then when we came to the food story, that just exploded.
Well, hopefully not completely, but
Why?
yes, I get your point. Nice pun. Yeah, no, we and what is interesting, it's 34 minutes to get a cup of tea.
34 minutes.
It takes 34 minutes for us to request a cup of tea in the studio whilst live on Facebook, on YouTube, working so very hard to get a cup of tea delivered. And I have a hot cup of steaming tea ready for the rest of my show.
We should,
Made by Peter.
should try this again next week, see how long it takes.
Yeah, can we beat the... It's like a Record Breakers. Do you remember Record Breakers if you're watching? Record Breakers. If you... who's the guy's name? Played the trumpet. Oh, I met his wife. He was lovely. Castle. Someone help me out, please, on Facebook. Who's the guy that played the trumpet that did Record Breakers on the TV? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, he was amazing. I'm sure it's something Castle. Right, if you're listening, what's his name? Because I can't remember. He was the chap that played the trumpet on Record Breakers on the TV. And for the life of me, I'm waiting for an answer to come in because I'm stuck now.
Anything else on him? You can
Roy
remember?
Castle, thank you, Andy Brown. I knew the Castle thing. He was an amazing trumpeter. Actually, he's brilliant. But yeah, he used to do Record Breakers. Why are we talking about Roy Castle playing the trumpet on Record Breakers? Because of Record Breakers, yes. How long will it take to get a cup of tea next week?
Oh, yes.
It's very exciting. This is nail-biting radio. There's nobody else on right now on this station. It's just us talking about this. Yeah, I met his wife, Fiona Castle, at a church in Birmingham, and after he sadly passed away, quite young, because he'd spent a lot of his time playing in pubs where they had smoking before smoking bans came in pubs. So he had quite a bad throat cancer in the end and lung cancer. He never smoked, just passive smoking.
Oh, wow.
Which is why it's good to ban smoking in pubs. I know some people don't like it. I don't like the idea of controlling people. However, he was a good reason to realise that's a good idea. Right, so yes, the Yorkshire pudding, says Dan. We were eating our evening meal, sausage and chips. Oh,
Yeah, you can't go wrong with sausage and chips.
I know that people come to the UK and say, nah, you can't make decent food. No. You need a decent chip shop that does sausage and chips. You don't know until you've had it. And a pickled egg.
I
Have you
can't.
ever had a pickled egg?
I can't say that I have. I might have had something pickled once, but not a pickled egg.
Pickled egg. It's a British delicacy. Anyway, we're eating our evening meal, says Dan, sausage and chips, so we're a bit late tuning in. We'll try to be earlier next time to help with the orders of cups of tea. Well, Dan, that's unacceptable. You need to be front and centre to order the tea for us at 5 o'clock.
Do you know, we could actually just sort of, bring up tea when we come into the studio.
Well, I did, but I drank it.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
I don't know about you, but I've been on air since 4 o'clock today. I've been working hard, and I worked till 11 o'clock last night, and I can't make a big thing because you usually work till 11 o'clock on a Monday anyway.
Yep. Well, for ages, mine was the latest show, but not anymore.
I am Joint's latest show. No, Nathan wins. He wins at everything. He wins at all the racing. He wins at the video games. Wins at all sorts of games, and he wins at the latest show because he does the New Year's show.
Oh, right, yes.
So he works through from 10 till 1 a.m.
That's a one-off thing. I mean, regular.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I think he's fairly regular, but that's a bit personal. Right. I've enjoyed this chat about food. And yes, Dan, I will forgive you and your family for getting sausage and chips, mostly because, well done. I mean, that absolutely is great. But Dan, what you need to do is get a burrito or a tortilla wrap and then wrap it in there.
Yeah.
Chip butty. Chip butties are very, very English, I think. I'm pretty sure they originated in the Midlands in English. So it's like crisp butty. So you have crisps in your sandwich. Anyone watching or listening remember having crisp butties or chip butties? Chip butties. I had them. I never quite got them with a bit of butter. It was very good. Oh, Dan's on it. Good lad. Chip butties. You have your bit of bread, you butter it, you put your chips in there, and you eat the bread with the sandwich with the chips in.
I always thought it was a bit odd because the crisps tends to sort of break up and then pierce the bread.
Well, yeah, but you sort of you splat it a bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. And I was never a big fan of crisp butties.
No.
Some people were, but chip butties, that worked for me.
Yeah, that can work, I guess.
You see, I'm talking about this, my accent's coming out from my black country accent. It's good, right, now, what on earth the time is it? 17:53. I need to do a quick little bit of work on the end of the show, or we may not actually finish on time. Ooh, hang on. Oh, he's not catching up. What's going on here? Have we got another one? Yeah. Let me get rid of that one. And then, great. Cool. We got some time now.
Okay.
It's all good. Yes. No, thank you, Dan, for getting on that one. Enjoy your sausage and your chips. Katie, see, now we want to know, are you going to have your jacket potato with bacon and sausage for dinner tonight? I think you should. Andy Brown, chip butty. Crisp sandwich. Yeah, love them both, especially fish finger sandwiches. Oh, yes, fish finger sandwiches in the orange Warburton's bread with ketchup. No butter. Delightful. I know you can't have fish fingers.
For whatever reason, I just can't eat them.
No, for whatever reason, we don't want you to. That never ends well. But yes, no, a chip butty is good, but a fish finger butty. It's amazing what you can stick in a bit of bread. It's great. Crisps, chips, everything gets better with bread. But for me, it's the orange Warburton's bread with some Heinz red ketchup and fish fingers. In fact, we haven't had fish fingers for ages.
That's true.
We used to have them in the house. We've always had sausages, frozen sausages and frozen fish fingers in the freezer for a bit of an evening supper. We need to rectify that at some point.
Well, while you're having fish fingers, I'll have a nice piece of salmon.
Or salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon butties. A nice piece of Scottish salmon in a bit of toast.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't ruin salmon in that way.
Hey, you could have fish and chips butty. You could have salmon on the one side, chips on the other, a bit of red ketchup, some lemon juice for your fish, in a piece of bread.
Well, do you know, actually, it's not a bad idea. If you take the fish that you get in like a chip shop, you know, like the battered fish, and you put that in a sandwich, I reckon that would work.
I think it probably would as well. It would work.
Probably already been done.
It's probably done many times. Right, I need to do that instead. Otherwise, we're going to have bigger issues in a moment. Right, Stephen, let's just wrap up this show, shall we? When are you next on air?
Next on air on Sunday evening, 6 to 8 with the Endurance Show. I'll be joined by Nathan Thomas.
Okay, that's and Matt Dick.
And Matt Dick with a sports
Matt
feature.
Dick covering the sport on Sunday with you, which is fab. We will be on. Well, I'm still on. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here till 7. I never leave. I'm here till 7. I'll be back on air on Sunday from 3 till 6 for Family Focus with Jojo. Of course, the Family Focus show has another live YouTube, Facebook thing from 4 o'clock as we look at the high-low game. But we are going to finish with... I've lost the song. There it is. We're going to finish with that song. It's a little bit of James. Sit down and go and sit down and enjoy your dinner. See ya. And
goodbye on Facebook and YouTube.
And goodbye. I'm coming to that. Right. Thank you to you on Facebook and YouTube for tuning in and all your lovely comments. It's been great fun. Dan, enjoy your dinner. Katie, go and get yourself a jacket potato. And Peter, thank you for not being delayed too much longer getting me my cup of tea. And Andy, thank you for knowing what was going on. That was important. Andy, whose daughter is amazing because she can spot a hazelnut when me and him can't. We're nearly 100 years combined age, and it takes his daughter to say, yeah, that's a hazelnut. And what was our solution? Let's ask Grok. Let's go to artificial intelligence, not a real intelligence. If in doubt, ask a child. Right. Thank you. We're back for later for more. But I'm coming back on the radio after the news in just a moment.